Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Today we're focusing on a topic that's sure to add color, charm, and curb appeal to your home, designing a small front yard with beautiful flower beds. With limited space, every plant choice and design decision becomes crucial. The goal is to create a landscape that not only enhances your home's curb appeal, but also reflects your personal style and provides year-round interest. Let's dive into the art and science of creating beautiful flower beds in small front yards. The first step in designing flower beds for a small front yard is to assess the space. Take note of the yard's dimensions, sunlight patterns, soil type, and any existing features like trees or structures. Consider the style of your home. Your flower beds should complement and enhance its architectural features. Also, think about your climate and how it will affect your plant choices and maintenance requirements. One of the most effective strategies for small front yard flower beds is to create the illusion of more space. This can be achieved through several design techniques. First, consider using curved or diagonal lines in your flower bed design. Gentle curves or angled beds can make a space appear larger than it is, creating a sense of flow and movement that draws the eye through the landscape. Vertical elements are crucial in small front yard flower bed design. They draw the eye upward, adding depth and dimension to the space. Consider incorporating tall, narrow plants like delphiniums, hollyhocks, or ornamental grasses. Trellises, obelisks, and vertical gardens are also excellent ways to add height without taking up much ground space. These structures can be used to support climbing plants like clematis or morning glories, adding lush greenery and vibrant flowers to your vertical spaces. Color plays a vital role in small front yard flower bed design. Light colors can make a space feel larger and more open. Consider using pale flowers like white petunias, pale pink roses, or lavender in your planting beds. However, don't shy away from bold colors entirely. Strategic pops of bright hues can create focal points and add energy to the landscape. Just use them judiciously to avoid overwhelming the space. When it comes to plant selection for small front yard flower beds, choose varieties that are proportionate to your space. Dwarf or compact varieties of flowers can provide the color and interest of their larger counterparts without outgrowing your yard. For example, dwarf dahlias, compact varieties of coneflowers, or miniature roses can add elegance and vibrancy without dominating the landscape. Layering is another key principle in small front yard flower bed design. Create depth by planting in layers, with taller plants at the back, medium height plants in the middle, and low-growing plants in the front. This not only creates visual interest, but also maximizes the number of plants you can include in a small space. For example, you might have tall delphiniums at the back, medium-height peonies in the middle, and low-growing alyssum or creeping phlox at the front. Consider incorporating a mix of perennials and annuals in your flower beds. Perennials provide structure and return year after year, while annuals offer the flexibility to change your color scheme each season. A balance of both ensures your landscape looks attractive throughout the year and allows for some seasonal creativity. In a small front yard, the shape and placement of flower beds become even more important. Consider creating island beds in the middle of a small lawn area, or border beds that hug the edges of your property. Raised beds can also be an excellent option, adding height and definition to the space while also improving drainage and soil quality. Don't overlook the importance of a defined edge between your lawn and flower beds. A crisp, well-maintained edge gives the landscape a polished look and helps contain mulch and plants. This can be achieved with physical edging materials like stone or metal, or simply through careful maintenance of the grass edge. In small front yards, flower beds often take center stage, with the lawn playing a supporting role. Consider reducing or even eliminating your lawn in favor of expanded flower beds. This not only creates more visual interest, but can also be more environmentally friendly, requiring less water and maintenance than a traditional lawn. Incorporate texture into your flower bed design. Mix plants with different leaf shapes and flower forms to create visual interest. Fine textured plants like baby's breath or cosmos can provide a soft, airy feel, while bold textured plants like hostas or large-leaf begonias can add drama and contrast. Don't forget about the power of repetition in creating a cohesive design. Repeat colors, shapes, or plant types throughout your flower beds to create a sense of unity. This is particularly effective in a small space where too much variety can feel chaotic. For example, you might use the same type of border plant along all your flower beds, or repeat a particular color scheme throughout the yard. Consider creating a focal point in your small front yard flower beds. This could be a particularly striking plant, like a specimen rose or a unique variety of hydrangea. A focal point gives the eye a place to rest and can make a small space feel more intentional and designed. In a small front yard, multifunctional elements are key. Consider incorporating plants that serve multiple purposes. For example, lavender not only adds beautiful color and texture, but also provides a delightful fragrance and attracts pollinators. Herbs like rosemary or thyme can be both ornamental and useful in the kitchen. Don't neglect the area between the sidewalk and the street, often called the Hell Strip or Parkway. This area can be incorporated into your overall flower bed design, creating a seamless transition from the street to your front door. Consider using drought-tolerant plants here, as this area often receives less water and care. In small spaces, container gardening can be a great solution to expand your flower bed options. Use containers to add color and interest to hardscaped areas like your front porch or along the driveway. They also allow you to easily change out plants for seasonal interest. Choose containers that complement your home's style and are proportionate to your space. Consider the view from inside your home as well as from the street when designing your flower beds. Your front yard should be enjoyable from both perspectives. Place taller plants strategically to frame windows without blocking views, and consider how the colors and textures will look from inside your living room or home office. Don't forget about fragrance when selecting plants for your flower beds. Fragrant plants near the entrance or along the path to your front door can create a welcoming atmosphere and engage another sense as visitors approach your home. Consider plants like lilies, phlox, or sweet alyssum for their delightful scents. In a small front yard, symmetry can be your friend when it comes to flower bed design. Consider creating matching plantings on either side of your front walk or entrance. This creates a sense of balance and formality that can make a small space feel more intentional and designed. Remember to consider all seasons when planning your flower beds. Include plants that offer winter interest through their structure, seed heads, or evergreen foliage. Ornamental grasses, coneflowers, and plants with interesting branching patterns can provide visual appeal even in the dormant season. Don't overlook the importance of mulch in your flower bed design. A layer of organic mulch not only looks attractive, but also helps retain moisture, suppress weeds, and moderate soil temperature. Choose a mulch color that complements your flowers and home exterior. Consider incorporating some native plants into your flower bed design. These plants are adapted to your local climate and often require less water and care once established. In a small front yard, it's important to plan for the growth of your flower beds. Plants that look perfectly spaced when first planted can quickly outgrow their allotted space. Be prepared to divide perennials regularly and prune shrubs to maintain the desired shape and size. Don't be afraid to use bold design elements in your small front yard flower beds. A striking plant combination, an unusual plant specimen, or a brightly colored garden ornament can become a focal point that defines the entire space. Just remember that in a small yard, a little goes a long way. Remember that your front yard flower beds are often the first impression visitors have of your home. Use your flower bed design to create a welcoming entrance. A curved path through colorful planting beds to your front door can create a sense of journey and anticipation. In a small front yard, the choice of materials for your flower bed borders becomes even more important. Consider using materials that complement your home's exterior. Natural stone, brick, or decorative concrete edging can add an extra layer of interest to your flower beds, while also helping to contain soil and mulch. Don't overlook the importance of negative space in your flower bed design. While it's tempting to fill every inch of a small yard with flowers, leaving some open areas can actually make the space feel larger and more relaxing. A small patch of lawn or an area of decorative gravel can provide a visual rest among more complex plantings. Maintenance is key to keeping your small front yard flower beds looking their best. Regular deadheading, pruning, and dividing will keep your plants healthy and your beds looking tidy. Remember to adjust your maintenance routine with the seasons, and don't forget to fertilize and water appropriately for your chosen plants and climate. Thank you for joining us today on Outdoor Oasis Ideas. We hope these tips and ideas have inspired you to create your own beautiful small front yard flower beds. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest gardening and landscaping ideas. Until next time, happy gardening.